Welcome back, folks. DJ here, DJ of DH Electric. Thank you for arriving here. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for staying with me. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a penny, nor a cent, not even a rupee. It's totally free. So please press that subscribe button. It does help me. And if you like what I'm saying, then press the like button. Why not? Comments are always welcome. So let me get straight into the story this time. And it's not a new story. No, it's something I've had on my mind. And I thought, let's share it with you. So we are living in a world that is absolutely topsy-turvy, where everything known to mankind has been turned upside down. Let's take your time knowledge of male and female. Today, there is said to be not just two genders, but more than 100 of them. We are not what we were born as, but how we feel within our skin. A man born in a male body can announce he's a she. And this modern world we reside in caves in to his proclamation and agrees with him, even though they can see he's not a she, that he's a he, and they always knew him as a he. He is no longer he, but is self-designated she. Athletes born male, grown up as a male, matured as a male, went through puberty as a male, suddenly declares, I'm a female athlete and I'm going to join the female athletic team. And lo and behold, he begins to win all the medals formerly won by females who grew up as females, matured as females, went through puberty as females, but now being beaten to a medal as a sign of accomplishment in female sport by a new female sporting male genitals. Newspeak is a phrase coined by George Orwell in his novel 1984. I love that novel. But a new star similar phrase was coined by Irving Janis as groupthink. In both phrases, the idea that a populace can be persuaded, cajoled, into thinking and believing contrary to facts and thoughts of a nature, ostentationally, unbelievingly, seems impossible, but has been proven to be in existence from time and time again. In recent past, we have been, what have we been? You tell me. No, I'll tell you. In recent past, we've been fed a diet of global warming, in which polar bears are dying by drowning as ice caps have or are melting, and the poor polar bear has nowhere to rest. In fact, the ice caps are still there and polar bears are multiplying at a very good rate of births, contrary to what we're told. Yet still, the global warming concord continues at a pace equal to the polar bear population explosion, with demands for diminishing use of carbon fuels such as coal, gas and oils. Never mind natural gas is one of the cleanest fuels on earth. Wood has been okayed as it is classified within the renewable energy sources, as more trees can be grown and replace the mature trees chopped down. Wind power and solar power relying on natural weather patterns are preferred, but are full of vagaries as the clouds driven by the wind block out the sun. In much of the northern hemisphere, where I live in England, much of the year, wind power generated electricity is reliant on there being enough wind to turn the massive rotary blades. Both, therefore, are unreliable. The blocking of pleasant, heartwarming views by great, big, lurking wind turbines blotting the landscape. Hordes of solar panels across fields, biofuels being grown in fields once used to produce wholesome food for people to eat. It doesn't worry the groupthink. The people campaigning for more activity to save the earth from a pollution that has never been proven to be harmful to the earth. In fact, the pollution they claim, the carbon dioxide, is 0.02% of the whole atmosphere, and we need more of it. It's been proven that plants grow, trees grow, fruit trees grow, plants, crops grow better now than they did before we got more carbon dioxide from our industries and our coal and our cars. They grow better now. They grow faster now. They grow stronger now because they need carbon dioxide. Who told you that? Well, we taught them at school, weren't we? We breathe out carbon dioxide. The trees breathe in carbon dioxide. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and they breathe out. What do they breathe out? Oxygen for us. It's an interchangeable thing. If we get rid of the carbon dioxide, we get rid of our plants. We get rid of our fruit trees. We get rid of our crops. Nonsense all the way through. But let me continue. Because it doesn't worry this groupthink. The campaigning for more activity to save the earth from pollution has never been proven to harm the earth. The earth goes through many cycles, and we have experienced warming and cooling in equal proportions throughout history and prior to history. The earth is no more warmer today than it was yesterday. We are not undergoing a global warming. Ask yourself, have you noticed your summers on vacation get feeling warmer than, say, 10, 20 years ago? I bet if I was a betting man, which I'm not, that you haven't. Did you notice all the hype over the last 2, maybe 3 decades over perishing of the human race because of swine flu, maybe bird flu, and what about HIV and AIDS, monkeypox, bovine flu? None of the predicted by governmental scientists paraded out in their white laboratory club coats who predicted devastation to wildlife, farm animals and human life in the millions. None of it happened. Healthy farm animals were slaughtered in the name of they may be susceptible to getting infected. Good job they didn't do it to us. Oh, you could get it. You could get the flu. You get swine flu. We'll execute you. But they did it to all the cows, didn't they? Foot and mouth disease. They killed all the chickens because of bird flu. Why? Why? It was never proven. What they tell us is newspeak and groupspeak. It emanates from a small group of people who genuinely believe something and begin to convert others, who accept the terms without explanation, without worthwhile research. The scientist armed with theories, publishing them in papers of his own or her own findings, which critique fellow believers in a very tiny circle of believers, without any contrary finding research done. The theory is treated as a true fact, and then the experimentation is conducted on the basis. The fact is true, therefore all the research is geared to prove it. Scientists are paid by large companies to come up with the findings. The pharmaceutical companies. Their scientists, COVID, we must have a vaccination. Have this, put it in your arm. Wasn't it sudden how quickly that vaccine was produced? And how we all needed to stop COVID. And then when it didn't stop COVID and people who'd been vaccinated once were told, when they got it, It's because you needed a second booster. Ah, you needed a third booster. Oh, you needed a fourth booster. I know someone who had 6 boosters. 7 total vaccinations. They still got COVID. They were still ill with COVID. They're now suffering from aggressive cancers. He and his wife are suffering from immunity deficiency and cancers. I know of an athlete who collapsed on the field playing football after being vaccinated because his heart, pericardium they call it, the sac around the heart, it's a water sac, it inflamed and burst. There was no need for these things, but the people, maybe yourself, believed the nonsense of swine flu, bovine flu, bird flu, monkeypox, AIDS were all going to kill millions of people. None of them did. No. COVID didn't kill anywhere near the number they said it would. What killed the people during the COVID crisis is being proven day by day at the moment is the vaccination against it. Children, I know of a couple who she was pregnant and the baby was born dead. Sad. She was vaccinated. Yeah. The mother I'm talking about. We've got to stop believing in group speak, news speak. It is 1984 in 2025. We are being fooled, we're being tricked, we are being reduced. What they can't reduce at the moment is because they haven't finished reducing our freedom to speak. We are being censored, we're being blocked, we're being arrested, we're having knocks on the door by police because someone did a tweet. There's a politician in Finland who's been arrested, has been taken to court 3 occasions. She's won the court case each time, and now she's at the final court, the Superior Court of Finland. For the same offence she's been found innocent, not guilty of, 3 times already. What was her offence? Well, she said her church, Lutheran I believe it was, her church sponsored a pride event, a gay pride, homosexual pride, and she said she didn't think her church should be involved. The church bishop reported it to the police. The police reported it to the prosecution, and she's gone through prosecution. All she said is, I don't think we should be involved. Now she's a politician in Finland, and she's been a cabinet member. They can do that to her. They're doing it to us. Let's not be afraid. Let's speak up. If we all speak up, they can't arrest us all. They can't frighten us all. They're having a good go. There's people in Britain being arrested and put to court and put into police cells for silently praying in their own heads. Group speak, news speak. Fear tactics. Try and get the book 1984 and read all about it. George Orwell. Okay, I've done my rant. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll make your comments known. And I want to see you again, so please come back again. And I'll see you in the next one. Won't be long. Bye for now. Be safe and be good. Bye for now.